Well, it's good, YouTube. FAIRDALE Kings coming at you again with another EA Sports College Football 26 event. Today we're going to be reacting to Week 0 action from the DAWGS 6 Dynasty. Number 9 Western Kentucky, who's already won multiple, I believe 3 national championships in this dynasty, taking on number 3 Georgia, going on the road. This is the game of the week. Now, I've not had as much success. Not had much success in the playoffs, but I have beat Western Kentucky 2 years running in the regular season. So that streak is alive. So let's see how we're able to handle this Western Kentucky squad that has legit been dominating this dynasty. And I'm going back right now, double checking, triple checking. So Western had won 3 years Western won 3 years in a row. Last season they were beat in the national championship, so they won 3 in a row. And then we're in the finals last year where they lost 41-31 to Oklahoma. Here we go, deep kick, 8 yards deep, and Western's going to bring that out. And this is trouble. Holy cow. The Toppers are going to take back the opening kickoff, 100 plus yards for a touchdown, and the Toppers are in front in the blink of an eye. Special teams ready at the kickoff. Leave no doubt. House call on the opening kickoff. And Georgia is already behind the 8 ball without the defense even stepping on the field. Wow. 106-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. 9 seconds into the game, Western Kentucky 7, Georgia 0. It's not the start that Georgia was thinking about, fantasizing about going into this game. Dogs going to go ahead and take it out 1 yard deep, and they're not going to get past the 15. They only get out to the 12-yard line, so work is cut out for them. They've got to drive the length of the field if they want to answer the call to the post. Wow, what a big hit in the open field. Georgia coming out. Wing trips right. RPO action, going to run straight dive. 1 yard gain on first down. Y-off trips formation. Just giving Western something to have to look at. All the way down, run inside zone. Jamison Owen, 3 yard gain. Cuts that back to the right. Picks up 3. Georgia in 3rd and 5. Going to line up here in trips tight end. You guys are just joining and watching. This is the first year that Georgia has been in the ACC. You're going to see the ACC logo. We were kicked out of the SEC by the commissioner. He wanted to be in the SEC all by himself, so he kicked out Texas, who's now in the Big Ten. Kicked out Oklahoma, who's now in the Big Ten. And I'm in Georgia in the ACC. Western has been moved to high ball. That's incomplete. Western Kentucky moved from Conference USA to the Big 12. And Georgia knows if we're going to compete, if we're going to be able to beat this Western Kentucky team, going to have to score points. Punting the ball is not going to be the answer. Going to line up here and go for it on 4th and 5, backed up inside our own 20-yard line. Probably not the best decision in the world to make. We're going to stem down, corner out over to the right. Slot fade Y, streak X. Probably have him on a comeback route, little curl. A was open, missed that. Throw the comeback route, come back, pick up the reception, and keep the drive alive. Should have thrown to the tight end. That should have been where the ball went. Would have been a first down. Wouldn't even have to worry about it. Instead, held the ball too long. You see right now, Western's in the 40 front. They're dropping that corner out. They're worried about slot fade combo. Run inside zone. Nothing on the play. Got to keep this team honest, though. We've got to be able to run the ball. And you see right now, and this is what we predicted. We had just played them recently in the 5-star Dynasty. The answer to the trio route that we run, that bunch concept with the corner. Look at that guy float all the way across the field. They've been going cover 3 cloud. Get the halfback angle, run that Texas route, pick up 12, 13 yards, first down. Nice concept. But yeah, they've just been going cover 3 cloud, half in the safety, corner also over there, and then just switch stick. All right, this is the close look. Got the RPO. Break a tackle, break 2 tackles. Nice little play. 7-yard gain. Got to run the RPOs, keep this West Kentucky defense on their heels. Got to take the throws underneath to force them to go into cover 4 quarters and come up and defend the short routes so we can throw it over top. Can't just come out and throw bombs all day. Going to have to be able to be patient. 2nd and 3, little short motion. Just bounce that guy just a couple yards. It's going to help with the running lane. And there it is, 2-yard gain. Wasn't enough to get him out the way. The slot receiver just did not block. He did not get there to block that individual. Or he just gets a hat on him. We have a first down. Instead, it's 3rd and 1. Got to convert her short yardage. Shoots the gap. Makes a play. Lose a yard. 4th and 2. No huddle. Bunch. Drag. Throw it in the window. First down. DAWGS. Didn't like the tight end, though. Took a deep release. But at least he got enough yards, had enough awareness to pick up the first down. So he ran a deep enough route. Here we go, inside zone over here to the right. Nice. Get a good block. Downhill block. That receiver actually blocks that guy's probably still running. Pick up 4. Just pancake. I mean, 74 annihilated this end. And I think a lot of that goes back to Western playing a 2-4 defense. So there's some smaller guys on the field, and we can take advantage of that. Probably just need to keep running left because we had the left guard, while that linebacker just stood pat in the hole. Probably could just read him and bounced it, but cut it back into 1. After the first quarter, Western Kentucky 7, Georgia Bulldogs right now are trailing but moving the ball methodically down the field, converting on fourth down twice already in this ball game. 3rd and 3, Georgia's at the 34-yard line, looking to convert again and keep this drive going, trying to answer Western Kentucky, who took the opening kickoff 106 yards back for a touchdown. Little bubble concept over here to the right. Throw the bubble, pick up the first down, 4 or 5 yard gain. And that's where it goes back to what I alluded to earlier. We're going to have to throw some things short to force Western to come up and guard underneath to open up the deeper route concepts and passing game that we have game plan for Western today. B was underneath. We took the tight end underneath. Going to pick up 10, 11, 12-yard gain. Again, harping on it. Throw the ball underneath. Throw the ball underneath. Make Western defend all levels on the field. Then we're going inside zone here. Yep, nice motion. Good block. And all that motion did, it made the DBs reset. He had lined up the defensive backs himself. And by completing that motion, the DBs then moved again and backed off so they weren't in that press coverage and gave me a little bit more of a running lane and ability for my guys to block. Here we go. Outside zone. Going to get to the edge. That's a touchdown. Nice drive. Western Kentucky, it's 88-yard drive. Answering the bell. And these Dogs offense was ready to play at least. It says it's 16 play, 85-yard drive, 6 minutes off the clock. What a methodical. That's a slow drive to keep the ball out of this high-powered Western Kentucky offensive's hands. Milking a minute and a half off the clock in the second quarter, 6-minute drive. Wow. Special teams rallying, make a tackle at the 14. Western coming out in tight slots. It's not something that we've really come to see a lot from Western Kentucky. They're in tight slots here. I don't know if they're going to run bench concept. No, that's just the RPO. They've been watching Dill, his live streams, and that's just an RPO concept where the backside slot, the wing guy, comes back underneath the play, and they're throwing. That's a hard play to defend. Here we go, inside zone, and he's, trying to turbo glitch as much as possible. This guy's starting and stopping. Cut. Just trying to get a speed burst out of there. First down, toppers. There's a halfback angle. Playmaker, nothing there. This Georgia defense right now has got everything bottled up. They're doing a good job. Back and forth. Forces Western just to throw the ball away. As the defenders close in. Still got to watch bunch concept. Not bunch concept, but the bench concept. And then there's the inside zone, just trying to glitch. Turbo glitch. Nothing there. It's a 4-yard gain, but it's not what this Western team was hoping for. Now we get bunch to the left. Quarterback's just going to pull it down and run, use his legs. Not the best passer in the world. Going to let all the crossing routes clear out the defenders and then run into the areas they vacated, pick up a first down. Inside zone to the left. Another first down. Billy Thompson, 3 carries, 30 yards. Gain of 10 there, picks up a first down, and we're at the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-7 game. In Western, I can guarantee you they do not want to be in a rock fight with Georgia. They want to go up and down the field, and they want to score early and often. There's an inside zone, pick up 13 yards. Tevin Baker formerly played at Georgia, transferred, and now he's just been a menace at West Kentucky. Platinum shifty, 95+ speed running back. Just a dog in every sense, and has been the top player for this Western team for years, and tries to run outside, inside zone, stretch it out, and Jimmy Tam just shuts that down, sheds his guy, comes up and makes a play. Good job. Here we get trips wide slot weak. I think on this, we really got to watch a flood concept. Slot receiver running like a 15 to 20 yard out breaking route. I don't think he's running it here. If it was to the wide side of the field, yes. Inside zone, and just trying to get Tevin Baker into a little bit of space. It brings up 3rd and 3. Just waiting patiently. They're coming back in tight slots. Got to watch this RPO. Got to watch number 6 coming back underneath, right behind the line, going from left to right. Kind of set this play up. Now the ball's on the left hash. So really bench, and then also he just runs inside zone, and that's a guy we're not anticipating to run the ball. Big number 33. Billy Thompson again. 4 attempts for 37 yards. Been effective, though. I mean, can't deny that. This senior has been doing a good job. Just did not think that he was going to be the one, and there's the RPO, and worked out in my favor that time. Was trying to throw the ball, did not anticipate that they were going to actually hand the ball off. So, yeah, get a stop. 3-yard loss, just because they weren't able to go out and execute that. Now we get bunched to the left. Got to watch this out route over here to the right. A little bit of space there if he wants to run a corner route. We give him press coverage, so he might run a streak. Runs by, but we got the safety, and good job with the pass rush. Good job in the quarterback's face, making him rush his decision-making, closing in, just throws the ball out of bounds, does not take the sack, lives to play another down, but it's 3rd and 13 now at the 15-yard line. Great job by this Georgia defense. Always got to watch an RPO play action, and that's just a double wheel. Great play call. 1st and go. He's got to be in Virginia's playbook. That's got to be Virginia's playbook. Or you know what? I'm sorry. This is the B-Dog 6 Dynasty, so you can use custom playbooks. So yeah, he can do anything. He's not handcuffed, not put in a box by just running certain team playbooks. In this formation, still always got to watch this RPO. And there it is, RPO with the 84. And we were kind of waiting for that, anticipating anytime we get that stack. So we run out there, we get a shed and shut that down. So now it's 2nd and go. Western's going to respond. They're coming back in an open flex. Still got to watch 84. I mean, when he's standing in front of that guy, I mean, yeah, they can run halfback dive, but there's the RPO and going to get into the end zone, and just keep seeing that route. You got the slide route, and then you just got the RPO, and he just sneaks out there into the flat. And that's a touchdown. So West Kentucky 15-play drive, taking 3 minutes and 18 seconds off the clock, 85 yards. That's a methodical drive. I mean, that's not a normal Western Kentucky drive. They're usually 3 to 5 play drives for touchdowns, quick hitting, and they just marched the ball down the field and used a lot of clock. A lot of clock. And they're going to probably, in essence, end up keeping Georgia out of the end zone here before halftime, because they did use almost 3.5 minutes, and they've gave this Georgia offense limited time to go down the field and answer. Going to run the trio concept. We got the drag. And he's just getting mauled. I mean, he is getting mauled. And oh my Lord, Georgia over top, touchdown, Dogs. What a play before halftime. Did not anticipate Davis taking the top off. Holy cow, Georgia responds. Taking the roof off. I mean, I would think that Georgia was just going to maybe run the ball, get out of here, not turn the ball over before halftime, take their medicine. But you have got to be kidding me. The Dogs just threw the ball 80 plus yards for the touchdown. The long strike down the right side, and that's Davis, the big playmaker. One play, 83 yards, 9 seconds off the clock, and we're going to have a tie game going into halftime. And I never imagined that this Georgia team would be able to strike one play, 83 yards. What a answer to the bell. This Georgia team, and they're going to get back. Holy cow, almost gave up another kickoff return for a touchdown before I speak. Yeah, now Western's across midfield with 6 seconds, enough time to throw one pass anywhere they want on the field, pick up maybe 10 yards, and they are in realistic field goal range. So before I speak too soon, Western Kentucky is already in field goal range. And really did not want to see. I didn't want to tackle him. Did not want to tackle him. I wish we'd have waited and let him catch the ball, let the clock expire, and then tackle him. Going to take a timeout. Want him to think about it. I mean, at the end of the day, Western is playing on the road. They are playing at Georgia. It's a tie game, but this is a huge field goal in a 14-14 game. Georgia does get the ball to start the second half, but this could kill some momentum that the Dogs have if they're able to come in here and knock in this 54-yard field goal. I know it's almost on the line, but it looks like it's just short. It's going to be a 54-yard field goal, and that's going to be wide right. West Kentucky misses. The timeout pays off. Timeout pays off, and halftime, Western Kentucky 14 and number 3 Georgia 14, and the Dogs are going to get the ball to start the second half. But let's talk about this game. I mean, West Kentucky opens up the game with a 106-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And right at the end of the first half, Georgia has a 83-yard pass for a touchdown, one play strike, answering West Kentucky's score, 15-play drive. So both teams had the ball for long drives in that first half, sandwiched between a kickoff return and a one-play 83-yard touchdown. And now the Bulldogs are going to get the ball to start the second half, and they're going to run inside zone. Not the starting running back in the game right now. No gain. Dogs are in empty set. Going to motion down. Bunch left. No, trips left. No huddle. Gain of 1. It's third and long. Not quite sure if this is what they want to do. This is the concept they're in. They're third and long. But I think they feel they have Western in a certain defense. And there's the switch. They got to get this to the wide side of the field, and I wouldn't doubt if they don't call a penalty. And there's the false start. Too many audibles, too much flipping. 3rd and 14 now. This is the first. And now Western's going to use a timeout. I don't think they were in cover 3 cloud the way that they want it to be to match up. They had just gave up a 1-play strike, and they want to make sure that they're overloading over here to the right. So they're in cover 3 cloud. You're going to see this backside corner. He's going to sit in the flat. I'm telling you, watch the safeties. They're going to roll. Cover 3 cloud. Called it out. There's the 1-play bomb. Again, Davis hauls it in. Look at that. Chester Flood now. 202 yards passing. 8 of 9. 202 touchdown. Western is going to pause the game again. He had to know he's running that trio concept. Corner, slot fade, vertical, and it does not have the speed on the field to navigate those deep passes right now, and Georgia's taking full advantage of the speed that they have at their disposal. Western right now does not have the athletes to run with these Georgia receivers, and Georgia's taking full advantage of their big play capability. There's the motion, run inside zone. Yep, and that guy just stood there. Probably should have been a touchdown, but I know the Dogs will take 13 yards. Jarrett Gallo, 9 carries, 37 yards. Transfer. 1st and go. Flip it. Cut it back, and that's a touchdown for Gallo. Good job. And we kind of got what we wanted. We got Western in a goal line concept. Almost missed this extra point. Goal line concept, playing man-to-man, motion some people around, got some movement, and it opened up a running lane where a linebacker wasn't able to just run through the gap. So, squib kick. Almost gave up 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns. Going to squib it to Thompson. But problem is now Western is going to scrimmage from the 40-yard line, down 7, 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Great game. This has been a back and forth contest. I mean, as these teams just keep throwing haymakers. Thompson with the spin move. What I'm really just, I'm confused. I know that Thompson is a senior, East-West playmaker, 98 speed, but he only has silver shifty. And at the end of the day, he's not Tevin Baker. I don't know where Tevin Baker's at. I don't understand this, why Thompson is carrying this workload. Tevin Baker has 99 speed, 98 change of direction, and platinum shifty. And the fact that we're getting a heavy dose right now of Billy Thompson is baffling to me. Billy Thompson's still in the game. I'll take it all day. I mean, 98, 99 speed. He still doesn't have that change of direction. He's only got 91 change of direction. So he's just not as elusive as Tevin Baker, which puts the defense in such a dilemma, such a problem to defend it. So anyway, here we go. Shotgun duo over. This is the UNLV go-go concept. Watch there's a quick hitter to the outside. Close up. Good job. I mean, just a hard flat. Go up there and guard it. That's a 2-yard gain. Put that linebacker in a hard flat. Now, I think we're probably going to get double wheel again. It's what they scored on earlier. I don't know how to guard this because there's so many receivers over here on this left side. And there's the wheel with the running back. And that's a touchdown. I told you, I don't know. I have not labbed this. So I'm going to have to figure out something to guard that concept for future games with this Western Kentucky custom playbook. So now we have a tie game, 21-21 with 1:38 remaining in the third quarter. We're not going to take that ball out. Fair catch it. Georgia going to scrimmage from the 25-yard line. I mean, we know we're getting defensively, coverage-wise, cover 3 cloud. And there it is again. And the read is simple. I mean, I'm looking at that cornerback on the right side to the weak side of the formation. And he's just in a squat. Going to be the same thing over here to the left. So I've got a concept over here to the right. Throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. Doing a good job. I mean, he's doing a good job. Usually I can use a spacing concept against cover 4 quarters and put that outside defender in a high-low. Throw the ball over top. That's a good ball. Texas. Just run an angle route. Throw it over the linebacker or safety, whatever it is up there in the box. It's probably a safety playing the linebacker spot. Just know he's got to be mad right now thinking I threw him one, but it's a good ball. Let him right into the area. Run inside zone here, and this could be curtains, boys. That's Gallo taking it to the house, and that's not even the star. I mean, that's not Owen. That is Jared Gallo, the transfer. And he is coming to play, and he is eating in this game. And first time using him, big game, and he is showing out right now. And Georgia now, what a cutback. Georgia now takes a 28-21 lead, 34 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And this is always an adventure, and thank God he fair catches it. A little bit of strategy, kicking a sky kick, not allowing Western the opportunity to get a running start. In this tight slots, again, they've ran that RPO, and this is just going to be that inside zone. He stretches out, and 9 gets out run to the corner. I don't understand that. There's no way that should happen. And it does. I mean, I know that this guy's got 98 speed, but I just feel that we had and there's the RPO. And kind of news. I mean, we've seen this now several times. I just don't know who we've got, who number 9 actually is. I'm trying to scroll through here and find this guy. It's a corner. That's Reyna. I understand now. Damn transfer. He was at Georgia for the first couple of years, went to Western. Now he's transferred back to Georgia. He is the slowest corner we have at 90 speed. So, yeah, kind of explains why he got outran to the corner. Anyone else on that in the secondary? 98, 97, 96, 98, 95. Duo over again. So this is the go-go. Go-go concept here. And this is giving us problems today. And there goes Tevin Baker, right up the middle for 15. $15 yards straight up the middle. Bun strong offset. Got to watch a corner, and that's just a screen. Good job defensively. Reading and reacting, 2-yard gain. Jaden Canty's been held to 11 of 13 passing and 97 yards through the air. He does have 2 passing touchdowns, but there's no way that Western Kentucky came into this game and thought that after almost over 3 quarters of play that their starting quarterback would have less than 100 yards passing. There's no way. They've got to be mystified at this, and that's a great job by the defensive end, stopping Tevin Baker there in the hole, crashing down. Yeah, just the slot receiver is not going to get there. Normal Y off close. Now, they do have a power read, and that's quarterback's just going to take off. And they gave him a first down. I don't think this is a first down. I do not. Do not. Yeah, I guess he fell across the line. God dog it. Trips halfback weak. This could be halfback direct. No, just an inside zone. Good job by the Mike linebacker. Reading and reacting to the play. And that's Tevin Baker, and that's what he can do, and that's a touchdown. And the Toppers have answered the bell, and they've responded, and it's a tie game. With just over 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Western Kentucky 28, Georgia 28, and the Dogs have got to figure out a way to now go down the field with a chance to win the game. This is week 0 of the DAWGS 6 Dynasty hosted by FAIRDALE Kings. We are in year 11, 2035. Western Kentucky has won 3 of the last 4 national championships. They did lose in the finals last year, 41-31 to Oklahoma, but they have been the dominant team in this dynasty for the last 5 years. Now, side note, Georgia has beat them the last 2 years in the regular season. Georgia's going to have to use a timeout. Did not like to look defensively. Cannot have any mistakes. This is an all-important drive. Going to run a halfback dive here. I know the guys are creeping in. We might have the RPO. And that's just a halfback dive by Owens. Picks up 10. First down, Dogs. Jamison Owen getting downhill. And you just see that line, the corner, that nickel corner loop blitz. And he just, it runs him totally out of this play, which opened up the whole right side for that 10-yard gain. Was maybe the best thing we did. It's allowed him to take himself out of the play. And Owen's going to get this wide again. Cut back inside. Picks up 8 yards. That's a first down. Do not need to be in any hurry. Do not need to be in a hurry. Methodically move this ball down the field. We do not want to give Western an opportunity to get the ball to score. Another inside play. Do not want to snap the ball. I'm just getting to the 2-minute warning. Just get to the 2-minute warning. Probably shouldn't even audibled. Probably shouldn't have no huddled for sure. To not risk a false start or any kind of penalty. We're going to stay in this duo, this RPO duo. That does give us an extra blocker to the right. Pick up 4 yards. That's a nice play. Nice play because we can also snap the ball while this guy's still in motion. Going to run an outside zone. I'm hoping this guy reduces down. Doesn't look like he's going to. There's the motion. Makes the linebacker walk out. Cut it up. Ball is out. They're going to call it a fumble. I'm going to challenge. I'm going to say he's down. I'm going to say he's down. And I'm going to win the challenge. 3rd and 3. Okay, we kept the ball. That was the... Yep, that was the break that Western Kentucky needed. And for the first time, they don't get that lucky call. Goes against them. Georgia's going to keep the ball. Run inside zone. Jared Gallo now over 100 yards rushing. And let me tell you something. We did not want the touchdown. Did not want the touchdown. We got that open field and geared it down. Did not want to get on turbo. Did not want to run. We're just like, okay, let's slow down. I'm content right now. Let this clock just tick, 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 tick. We've already risked the fumble. Snap the ball. Let's get up through. Get to the 42. Make Western use one of their timeouts. Let's go. I don't know what else they can be doing. I mean, maybe putting some D linemen in the game, maybe putting linebackers in the game. Some guys that are run stoppers as opposed to some of the smaller guys that he's had in here. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. And I'm going to keep running this RPO duo because it keeps the linebackers on their toes in pass coverage. So run downhill. This is the 3rd string running back running the ball right now. And now Western Kentucky's out of timeouts. 3rd and 9. First down in this game is inevitably over. But it looks like it's setting up for an inside zone. And line up a kick right down the middle. Now, something that we haven't discussed, thought about. Georgia has a brand new freshman kicker. And Owens does not go anywhere. That play is shut down. It's going to be a 47-yard field goal here for Roger Tuttle. 82 power, 82 accuracy. There is no guarantee that we're going to, I mean, we should be able to manage to make this field goal. But good thing is Western has no more timeouts. They're not going to be able to call a timeout and ice the kicker. And this is going to be a straight-on event. Holy cow. And Western just conceded the game. So thank you guys for joining us. Comment down below. Hit like and subscribe. Man, yeah, Georgia wins the game. All right, we're out.